Hey everyone, Carol Hickman here with Chickstamper. It's so great to see you guys today. I really appreciate you joining in, or if you're watching on the replay, thank you so much. It's so fun that you're watching and enjoying the videos each week, and I really hope you try some of the projects and post pictures and let me know, post on my group. I would love that to see what you're working on this week. So welcome and thank you. New month, gosh, October is here. And in the Stampin' Up! World, it's a new year for us. Our fiscal year begins October 1st. So everything refreshes and starts over and we're starting anew. But one of the exciting things that's happening this month, you guys, I'm not sure if we've ever had this in October or it's been a long time, is our designer paper sale. So we have 15 different designer paper packs that are all on sale for 15% off this month. So one of the ones we're going to be using tonight, which is the Halloween one, Magic in the Night, and that's on this list right here, smack in the middle. But there's some from the Holiday Mini. There are some from the annual catalog as well. So it's a great time to stock up. Hey Francis, hey Carol. Thanks for watching, you guys. Great time to stock up on your designer paper. 15% off, you can certainly get a free one in there if you buy a few. So consider that. And remember that your purchases now through Monday night on my store, you'll receive, all purchases over $35, receive today's class kit. So I cut and prep the cards, and everything that goes with them, you just add the stamps and ink, and then I ship them out to you on Tuesday, and you'll also receive the cute thank you gift that I have this week, so I'll show you that in a little bit. Hey Chris, thanks you guys, I appreciate you watching. So take a peek at your catalogs, both catalogs, and look at those designer papers, and then think about which ones you want to order this month. It's really a great deal. All right, you might have watched my paper pumpkin video Wednesday night. If not, you can go to YouTube. It's there. But I just wanted to show you these cute, let's see if I can get them here, these cute little cracker boxes. Cracker boxes came in the kit, I believe 20, and I just doubled up the backing to make them a little larger so you can see their actual boxes. And I decorated them because there were hundreds of pieces in that kit. It was pretty cool. So if you ever miss a video, be sure you go to youtube.com/Chickstamper because everything's there and you can watch it. And I've also begun adding a new video each week that I do on Mondays or Tuesdays, and it's showing how I made the thank you gift from that previous weekend. As I'm sending out those orders, I've been making a video. So if you're looking for little 3D gifts, there's some videos on there for that as well. So youtube.com/Chickstamper, hit the subscribe button, and you'll get a notification if you have the app on your phone that there's a new update, a new video for you. So Paper Pumpkin next month, it's Joy to the World. It has 8 Christmas cards. I haven't seen them. The information says that they're gorgeous and beautiful, and I expect nothing less. So consider, if you need more than 8 cards though, consider getting on to your account, or if you're a new subscriber, when you subscribe, you can then go back to your account and up the amount of boxes you want to receive each month, or bring it down to 1. There's a month that you're going to be traveling, you can take it to 0 if you want. You adjust it all with your own account, so it's really kind of a fun thing. So I would love to have you as a new subscriber if you're interested. All righty. So what's new, you guys? I hope you're having a great week. I've got one of my pink t-shirts on. It's hard to tell. It says Stamp Out Breast Cancer. As a breast cancer survivor, I try really hard to wear pink every day in October. And today I went to look for, well, yesterday, but also today, I went to look for a pink shirt, and most of mine are t-shirts or short sleeve shirts that are pink. I don't have a lot of sleeveless, so I had to crank my air down just a little bit because it's still warm here in Phoenix. So my house is a little chilly today, but I'm not too hot wearing a t-shirt. So it all worked. So I hope you'll enjoy them through the month. You'll see some different ones that I have. I have several of these Stamp Out Breast Cancer ones through the years. And trying to think, a few other cute ones. So you'll have to watch and see how many show up in my videos. Okay, today we are using the Magic in the Night Suite, which is a Halloween suite, and it is on page, let's see, 53, which means that it runs from 52 to 54 in the Holiday Mini. So if you want to get your mini out, you can take a peek at all those cute products in that suite. We're going to be using the majority of them on our cards today. So let me turn the camera down and we'll get you in there. Oh, and I also have some samples to show you too. Hey, Linda. Thanks for watching today. Let's get you guys turned down a little bit. And let's take a peek. This designer paper that you're seeing is so fun. I'm just trying to bring you up. There we go. Okay, look how pretty it is. And this Halloween paper, I love it. It just has that very spooky, eerie feel. But yet, you could use these for other projects. And they're very beautiful, regal fall colors, right? So here's the first side of all 6 pages. Remember, you get 2 of each page, but each page is double-sided. So you get 12 pieces total. And with the designer paper sale, where normally the 12 pack of paper is $11.50, with the sale, it comes to $9.78. So it's a pretty good deal. And then here's the other side. So obviously all black on this side, very monochromatic with black and white, but it's just got some fun designs. And again, useful. They're bats and things like that that are more obvious Halloween, but useful for other things, maybe a certain age birthday, 40th, 50th, those kinds of things. They have that black paper is kind of fun. So this is the designer paper we're going to use today. And let me show you these samples. These are swaps that I received. I run swaps for my business group. And so I usually have a couple thousand cards that come, well, several, actually about 4,500 per swap. And so I went through and I picked out some of my favorites that use this particular Magic in the Night suite. So aren't they cute? I just thought they were fun. This mesh metallic ribbon we're going to be using today, and let me tell you how much fun it is. It's very cool, and obviously you can see it looks like spider webs and pretty fun. All right, so those are some swaps that I got. And let me adjust this camera a little because now I can see we're a little crooked. Maybe that will help, hopefully. All right, so today's cards, both Halloween cards. And the first one says there's magic in the night, in this night. I keep wanting to say the for this, but isn't that cute? All of these components are in this one suite, which is pretty darn cool. So it's got the black glitter paper, this metallic mesh ribbon, and then all of these dies come from the Halloween Magic dies, which coordinate and bundle with the Hallows Night Magic stamp set. So pretty cool. Lots of fun things. And then our second card is another Halloween one, but this one has spiders. So today we're doing one with bats and one with spiders. Let's make sure we can get that all in. And of course these iridescent pearls kind of just add a lot as well. So pretty simple cards today, but I wanted to just show you all the different components to the suite because they're pretty darn cool. Okay. Let's take a peek. Let's make this one first because he was on top of my pile. And both of these cards today have a basic black card base to start with. So that kind of lends itself to to Halloween right off the bat. There we go. And then I really wanted the designer paper just to kind of do its thing and be there in the background where I didn't need to do any stamping on it or anything. So that's what we're doing. So this is our bat card. So first, we're gonna get some adhesive on here and just attach these pieces of, gosh darn it, designer paper to our, I started a new roll of adhesive, so I think it's extra sticky today. Let me go back maybe to my other one. I was afraid I was gonna run out, so I opened a new one. But we'll just start with this one because I know it's gonna work fine. Okay. So this is the bat piece. So I thought, well, it should be on top. It kind of, to me, looks like the sky. And so the bats are flying along in the sky. And then this bottom piece has some spider webs, but it has these flowers as well. So it could kind of be the ground. Maybe your flower garden. Flower gardens have spider webs. And then I just kind of butted them right up to each other. And the reason I didn't overlap, I just needed a place and a kind of a line, so to speak, because this border die comes with this bundle. And so I want to just put it right here on that line. So it just kind of helps me. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive, my sheet here, a little bit of adhesive in the middle because it will be covered up if it shows through the holes. It'll be covered up by the sentiment. So that part's okay. That doesn't bother me. And then we're going to actually adhere it to the back as well. We're just going to kind of wrap it around the back barely. Okay, let me bring it down a little. Sorry, you guys. Bring this up. How's that? Okay, and then I'm ready to put this onto my card base. So I'm going to put adhesive around the back side, and then I'm just going to kind of fold these little trimmings of this border piece. I'll make sure that my adhesive is right up against the edge to catch it. This side looks good. So now I can just fold this over and it will hold on that back adhesive, and I didn't have to worry about putting adhesive anywhere in the front where it's going to show. And I'll just add a little on top to encourage them to fold down and adhere to the card base. Alrighty, so here's our card base. Again, just basic black. Remember, all of the measurements for this card we'll post this afternoon on my blog. I've got a PDF tutorial that you can print off for free there. And I'm just gonna tuck under this little piece of adhesive there. All the measurements are there, remember, so sometimes I tell you the wrong measurement on the video, I forget. So know on that tutorial, everything will be correct. Okay, so you can see where our cards go in here. Now it's time to use some of our die cuts and our stamps. So I have pre-cut these. These rectangle shapes are in this die bundle. And if you were doing it at home, you might want to stamp first and then stamp your sentiment to kind of make sure that you're straight, and then do your die cut, and then you can add the bats as well. So I'm just gonna cross my fingers and hope that Stampin' upside down is gonna work, and straight. And if not, it's okay. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay. So I want to stamp some of the bats. So let me show you. This stamp has two bats together on the same stamp. So you can see on here, I stamped part of the big one and then I did the little one up here. So if you're stamping at home, you might want to stamp the words, cut it out, and then stamp your bats so you kind of have a feel for where you're going to stamp at. And I'm just using our tuxedo black memento. And there's really no wrong or right. It's more how you like it. So just kind of think about what you like. And how you kind of want your bats to be. There we go. And then I stamped some on the background Cajun Craze, and you can probably see that. So I'm going to do that now, just to add a little something something to it. And there's, again, no wrong or right. Just enough to where it's going to kind of show around the edges. The stamp is kind of funny because it's so big. Let's see how this looks. On top, maybe I'll just do a little something here. Okay. And then I'm just gonna adhere this piece down right on top. Because I want to put these really pretty black glimmer bats on there. So the black glitter paper that is in this suite is really fun. And it's new, so it doesn't scrape off. You probably have tried our glimmer paper in the past, and sometimes the glitter will come off on your hands, which means then you get it on your face and everywhere around. But this, it's really embedded into the sheet, so extra cool, and it's thin, so it was very easy to cut on the die machine. Okay, so this is ready, except I want to add this cute mesh ribbon. So I just have about an 8-inch piece or so. I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back to hold it in place. Nothing too fancy. And then on the left side, I just kind of banner-tailed it, I guess I did. And not sort of, because I did. So it's pretty forgiving ribbon, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I think it will kind of look good however you end up doing it. Let's see. So it's going to go on our card like that. And this is the perfect time of the year to get out your black dimensionals. You probably purchased them last year when we came out with them. And I don't use them too often in the year, but sometimes you find the exact right project that you need, and this is it. It just makes it pretty cool because if you look from the side, you don't see that white, big white contrast of the dimensionals. All righty. That one was a little far away, so I'm going to move it just a little. This one takes a little while when I put this many on, huh? Okay. And then I'm just sort of kind of centering it, and I can adjust my ribbon if I want to make it a little shorter on the side so it doesn't hang off so much. Again, it's very forgiving. It's not going to really care what you do to it. Also, this ribbon, you can color it with your ink pad. You can kind of push it onto your ink pad if you want it to be a different color. It's really cool. It's just cool all around. And then in this suite are the Iridescent Pearls. So we want to use some of those because they're pretty fun. So I'm going to use the small ones, which are up near the top, and they're only 1 millimeter different, so it's not really obvious. But if you noticed when I used them the other night on the paper pumpkin video, the bigger ones worked a little better for one area and then the smaller ones for another. Okay, and then remember we have all of these cute dies. So the bats, we have, this is a trio of bats, and then of course this is a double bat having one that's really big. So big and medium, and then these 3 small ones come in this set. So I cut those out of the glimmer paper. And we're gonna put some of those onto this card today. So I cut a large, a medium, and a baby one there. Oops, there's the baby. And again, we want to use these black dimensionals. We've got both sizes, remember, so our regular size and the mini size, which are perfect. So let's put some on this big guy. See, this is the back of the glimmer paper. It just looks like regular cardstock, which is also nice because it holds adhesive really well. So here's our big guy. I just was going to put him down here. And then, let's see if I can get a full one on this size one. And we'll use the mini on the baby. And put him up here. There you go. What do you think, you guys? Pretty fun, huh? I need to stamp the envelope that goes with this card and the inside so you can see kind of what I did on the envelope here. Let's take a peek and stamp that part. Now for the inside, I could stamp both, but when I tried to do it both on the envelope, it just got up way too high, and I thought the postmaster may not be happy. So this one we can actually even do at the top because they are bats, and I could have tilted them, I guess, right? That would have maybe been a little more realistic. That's all right. So then on our envelope, I'm just gonna try to do the top big bat and try not to stamp the little one at all. But we'll see. Sometimes that's kind of hard. The best laid out plans. Yeah, see, I got a little bit, but that's all right. Okay. And if, let's see, I might have put that sentiment inside. Now that I'm thinking about it, I did. I put Happy Halloween inside. So let's do that. I forgot already. Now you don't need to write too much at all because you don't have much space. So even better. Okay. So this is going to go inside our card. There we go. So here it is. There is magic in the night. And then Happy Halloween inside and our cute bat on the envelope. Card number 1, the bat card. Woohoo! Card number 2 is going to have spiders. Ooh. And I think it's so cute. I wanted to use that metallic mesh ribbon like a spider web. And I don't know if you can see, but this designer paper has little spiders crawling all the way up it. So it is directional, so you just kind of want to, unless you want them crawling down, but you just kind of want to think about when you're placing the paper. Which way is it going to go? All righty. So let's get that packet out. And I got a couple little tricks here to show you. for this. Okay, so for this card, again, it's got these cute spiders crawling up the paper, which some people may not think that's cute. I would like that as long as they're not in my house, right? I don't mind spiders outside, but I prefer that that's where they stay. So I'm just putting this on a piece of Blackberry Bliss. And then the simple part is, next I'm just going to use some of that metallic mesh ribbon. And I want 2 pieces because I want it to be wide. But when you look at the card, you can't even tell. It looks like I just stretched it out to make a wide piece. You don't even notice that it's actually split in the middle, just because of the way the ribbon is so meshy. That's a word. So I'm gonna put my adhesive on the back, and then we'll put that mesh ribbon on before we put this piece onto our card base. Okay, so there's really no wrong or right. I just kind of came up not quite an inch from the bottom, but it's whatever you like. And I'm just gonna fold the ribbon over. So when you get your ribbon in your kits, for those of you who are ordering this weekend, you'll get 2 pieces for this card, and that's why, because you're just gonna stack them up. And the other one's just gonna go right next to it. They'll just butt up next to each other, and nobody will know that they're 2 pieces. So let me add a little bit more adhesive on top of that area, and then we're ready to put this on our card base. So see, super simple. Again, I'm using basic black for my card base, just because to me that kind of screams Halloween. There we go. So pretty simple. Now for this piece, we're gonna stamp the Happy Halloween. And one thing I thought of that I didn't end up doing, but I wanted to show you, is stamping the Happy Halloween first, and then running this rectangle label piece through the embossing folder that comes with this suite. So this is called the Cobwebs 3D embossing folder. So I thought it was really cute, but it would just be tough. Now, when we get our little mini machine, I'm not sure if it would fit this though. This might be too thick. Anyway, that would be cute. If I was just making it for home or a home class, I might have everybody do that. But for this instance, I still think it's gonna be cute. We're gonna put the spiders on it and all that. So let's get our Happy Halloween on here. And then we'll get some room for those cute little spiders. So again, remember all these stamps come with this stamp set and die bundle. And when you purchase the bundle, it's nice because you get 10% off. And you can actually even purchase the whole suite with one suite price, which still gives you 10% off on the stamps and die bundle. Okay, so there's a couple little spider stamps there. And I guess while I have that out, let's stamp the inside with some spiders and our envelope. That would make the most sense. Now you probably know people to send this to, and you probably know people to not send this to. Some people are not gonna want a card with spiders on it, but then other people are gonna think it's pretty cool. There we go. And that's okay, as long as you know who the right people to send it to and who the wrong people are. All right, so that stamping is done. So I cut the same size black label piece from the kit. This die's in the kit, remember, but they're the same size. But I thought it would be nice to have a little border. So all I did is just trim this right up the middle so that I can spread it out, spread it apart, and make the label like this. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on this piece. And you can decide, you can make it a little bit of an edge or a big edge, whatever you like. I'm going to do this one kind of a small one. And then the other edges just hide behind. And if somehow you got it on there a little cattywampus, you could just trim off the black. That's no big deal. Nobody will know, it won't show. And then the only thing is when you do the next side, obviously you just kind of want to try to mimic what you just did size-wise, width-wise, length-wise. So see here, that's what I did. I got it on there a little off, but it's okay. I'm just going to come in here and trim that black, and nobody will ever know. And maybe even a little right there. Okay. So now I want to use our black dimensionals again because I want to put this on our card, popped up on the little cobwebs there that we made. So I hope you guys like these Halloween cards. Again, I'm having trouble seeing on my computer, so I can't see what you're seeing and I can't see your comments, so I apologize. My hubby and I are working on getting a little bit more Wi-Fi here, so hopefully that won't happen. As long as you can see the video, that's what matters. Doesn't matter if I can see it. Okay, so I've just got this centered, and if you didn't want your spider web, that mesh, metallic mesh, so wide, you could overlap. I kind of butted mine up against each other, but you could overlap them a little too, and nobody could tell. It's really cool stuff. Okay, look what's missing. Our cute little spider, another die that I cut out with black glitter paper. So let's get a black dimensional on there. This is so cute. He's nice and big. And then we want to put some of those iridescent pearls on. And so I'm going to use one of the big ones, which are up top, and put that right here on his body. And then I'll do the small ones just to kind of decorate the page a little. Right here on these other little spiders that we stamped. And you can always add more if you wanted, because you could put some more around here, wherever you liked. But they're pretty cool because they are iridescent and they kind of pick up what colors you use. So they're blackberry, they've got some green and even some gold. So pretty cool. Okay, and we already stamped our inside piece, so let's put that in. And our two cute little cards are going to be done. Okay. Let's take a peek. Oh, and I got to show you the thank you gift for this weekend. It's really cute. So here's our two cards. Magic in the Night and Happy Halloween, spiders and bats. Whatever ones you like, right? There's no wrong or right. I like them both when it's Halloween time. I don't mind seeing bats at night because they're not in my house. And I don't mind spiders when they're not in my house. Okay, so this is our coordinating thank you box. So this is a little treat, pillow gift, if you will. And this will go out with all orders, and it holds some candy. Isn't that cute? And of course, it uses everything in this suite. So the glitter paper and the stamps and the designer paper. And it's just a little box. I use that cute mesh ribbon to tie it all up. And this will go in everybody's orders that get shipped out on Tuesday. So I shouldn't say in your orders, I apologize. It'll go with your card packets. So for everybody who orders, so you want to use, go to my online store at chick.stampinup.net, use this host code, and for all orders over $35, you'll receive the packets for today for these 2 cards, plus this cute thank you gift. Just as my way of saying thank you and telling you how much I appreciate you. Okay, let me set you up. I got a couple things to talk about. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate you watching. Hi, Judy. Okay, so tomorrow, World Card Making Day. So I feel bad I didn't plan anything because my hubby and I were going to be camping. But our plans changed and now I'm home. So I'm going to be home making cards and celebrating World Card Making Day. But I won't be doing anything official. But I'd love to hear what you guys are doing. So if you have plans, if you're doing any classes or taking a class or teaching a class, let me know. I hope you're finding a way to celebrate. It's always a fun weekend to get out, normally get together with people, right? So this time it might be virtually, but I hope you have something fun planned. Remember that designer series paper sale because everything is 15% off. 15 different designer papers. Just a reminder, I showed this last week. This is the cute bag for my October event. And we hope to have a live event, fingers crossed, but I also have a to-go event. So I know some of you are liking that and have signed up for the to-go. You'll receive this cute bag and a ton of product, a ton of projects with PDFs and things in order to make them, some pillow gifts and lots of fun things. I got a lot of fun things up my sleeves. That's my favorite part, is making little treats and gifts for you and little surprises. Last but not least, some of you may have heard this a few days ago, and I forgot to say it Wednesday night on my Paper Pumpkin video, but I want to thank all of you so much for supporting my business this past year. I did earn the incentive trip right before our year ended. I earned it on Tuesday because our year ended Wednesday. So just in the nick of time. So I thank you. I so appreciate that you are supporting me, and I'm excited to do another trip with Stampin' Up because it's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And of course I get to take my hubby, so that makes it all the better. So thanks, you guys. I appreciate you so much. I love that you're watching. Whether it's the replay or live, I think that's so cool. I'm having a lot of fun doing these. I just hit my 6-month mark of doing Facebook Live, so it's been fun. I can see that we're growing. I'm making new friends, and that is so awesome. Have a great weekend, you guys. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.